exponentially without you having to lift a finger. That's the magic we're talking about, and you don't want to miss out on understanding how to make it work for you. Imagine waking up every day knowing that your money is working harder for you than you are for it. How powerful would that be? Buffett's strategy starts with the idea of investing early and letting your investments grow over time. But it's not just about putting your money in any stock or fund. There's a method to it, a method that has made Buffett billions. But here's where most people go wrong. They think it's all about the stock market. Buffett's real secret isn't just about picking stocks. It's about understanding value. It's about finding those investments that others overlook, those opportunities that others are too afraid to touch. And I'm going to show you exactly how to spot those golden opportunities, just like Buffett. Think about this for a second. What if I told you that there's a certain mindset, a way of thinking, that every rich person has, the poor often miss? It's not about working harder or even working smarter, but about seeing things differently. Buffett sees potential where others see problems. He sees opportunities where others see obstacles. And the good news is, this isn't something you're born with, it's something you can learn. And I'm going to show you how to start seeing the world through Buffett's eyes. At the end of this video, you'll not only know how to think like a billionaire, but also how to act like one, regardless of how much or how little money you have right now. Now let's talk about habits. Warren Buffett once said, "Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." Powerful, right? What habits are you forming today that will shape your future? Are they habits that lead you towards financial freedom, or are they keeping you chained to a life of mediocrity? Truth is, your daily habits have a far greater impact on your future than any single financial decision you could make. And here's where it gets interesting. Buffett's habits are surprisingly simple, yet incredibly effective. From reading extensively to making calculated decisions based on logic rather than emotion, Buffett's daily routine is a masterclass in how to become rich. So ask yourself, what habits can you start forming today will lead you to where you want to be 6 months from now? Buffett also emphasizes the importance of patience, a virtue that is often in short supply in our fast-paced, instant gratification society. Most people want quick fixes and fast results, but that's not how true wealth is built. It's built over time, through consistent, well-thought-out actions. Buffett didn't amass his fortune by chasing the next big thing. He did it by sticking to a strategy, even when it wasn't the most exciting option. Think about it. What if you could start practicing patience in your investments, your spending, and your life choices? What if, instead of trying to get rich quick, you focused on getting rich for sure? That's a shift in mindset. Could make all the difference. Here's another interesting point. Buffett is known for his frugality. Despite being a billionaire, he still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Why? Because he understands the value of money, and he knows that wealth isn't about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Are you making financial decisions today that future you will thank you for? Or are you spending money on things that don't bring you real value? Learning to be frugal doesn't mean depriving yourself. It means prioritizing what truly matters and cutting out what doesn't. And trust me, this one habit alone could change your financial trajectory more than any high-paying job or lucrative investment. So, how does one actually start applying Buffett's principles today? The first step is to start investing in yourself. This might sound cliché, but it's the foundation of everything Buffett preaches. Your earning potential is directly tied to your knowledge and skills. The more you learn, the more you earn. As simple as that. And I don't just mean formal education. I'm talking about real, actionable knowledge. Kind you get from books, mentors, and even trial and error. Buffett spends about 80% of his day reading and thinking. Why? Because he knows that knowledge compounds just like money does. And in today's world, where information is more accessible than ever, there's no excuse not to be constantly learning. Now let's talk about risk. Most people think that to get rich you need to take big risks. But that's not true. Buffett is actually quite risk-averse. His strategy isn't about taking huge gambles, but rather making calculated, informed decisions. He doesn't invest in what he doesn't understand, and he always has a margin of safety. So, how can you start applying this in your own life? It's simple. Don't invest in things just because everyone else is doing it. Do your homework. understand the risks, and always make sure that if things don't go as planned, you won't lose everything. It's about being smart with your money, not reckless. And lastly, let's talk about the company you keep. Buffett is a firm believer in surrounding himself with people who are smarter than he is. He once said, "It's better to hang out with people better than you." Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they encouraging your growth or stifling it? This might be one of the most important aspects of becoming wealthy that's often overlooked. It's not just about what you do, but who you do it with. I've got more to share, but let's take a moment to let this sink in. Think about everything we've discussed so far. How can you start applying these principles to your own life today? And remember, we're just getting started. Stay tuned, because next, we're going to delve even deeper into the strategies that could change your life forever. Absolutely. Let's keep this momentum going. We've covered some of the foundational principles that Warren Buffett himself would advocate if he were trying to build wealth from scratch. But there's so much more to dig into, especially when it comes to the practical steps you can start taking right now. The next principle is one that might surprise you, but it's crucial: embracing the power of focus. Warren Buffett famously advises against diversification for those who truly want to build wealth quickly. This goes against the grain of what most financial advisors tell you, right? But here's the logic. By focusing intensely on a few key investments, those you deeply understand and have confidence in, you can maximize your returns much faster. Imagine pouring all your energy and resources into just one or two projects that you know inside and out. This kind of focused intensity is what separates those who simply accumulate wealth from those who create generational fortune. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't about being reckless or putting all your eggs in one basket blindly. It's about deeply understanding your investments and knowing them like the back of your hand. Buffett is known for his meticulous research and thorough understanding of every company he invests in. So ask yourself, are you spreading yourself too thin, trying to manage too many investments? Or could you achieve better results by honing in on just a few? This principle can also be applied to your personal growth. Focus on mastering one skill at a time rather than dabbling in several. By becoming exceptionally good at something, you increase your value in the marketplace. Just like Buffett increases his wealth by investing in businesses he understands deeply. Let's pivot to another critical aspect that often gets overlooked: emotional discipline. Warren Buffett once said, "The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect." Think about that for a moment. It's not just about how smart you are, but how emotionally stable you are when things get tough. Markets will crash, businesses will fail, and you will face setbacks. That's a given. The question is, how will you respond? Will you panic and make rash decisions, or will you stay calm and stick to your plan? This emotional resilience is what separates successful investors from everyone else. Developing this kind of temperament isn't easy, but it's absolutely essential if you want to build real, lasting wealth. So how can you start cultivating this kind of emotional discipline today? One effective method is to develop a clear investment plan or financial strategy and commit to it no matter what. Write down your goals, your reasons for investing, and the principles you'll follow, and then stick to them even when emotions are high. This doesn't just apply to investing, but to all areas of life where you need to make tough decisions. When you have a plan and stick to it, you're much less likely to be swayed by the noise of the crowd or the volatility of the market. You become a calm, steady presence in a world full of chaos. And that's incredibly powerful. Speaking of power, let's talk about another one of Buffett's key strategies: building a moat around your financial life. What does this mean exactly? In business terms, a moat is a competitive advantage that protects a company from its competitors, allowing it to maintain profitability over the long term. For you, building a financial moat means creating a situation where your wealth and income are protected from outside threats. This could be through diversified income streams, strong savings habits, or having a rock-solid emergency fund. It's about being prepared for whatever life throws your way. How strong is your financial moat right now? Are you protected against unexpected expenses, job loss, or economic downturn? If not, it's it's time to start thinking about how you can fortify your financial defenses. Now let's address something that everyone knows but few practice: the value of continuous education. Warren Buffett is a voracious reader, and he credits much of his success to the knowledge he's accumulated over the years. He's famously said that reading 500 pages a day is the key to knowledge. While that might sound daunting, the principle here is simple: never stop learning. The world is constantly changing, and the most successful people are those who keep up with those changes. So, what are you doing today to educate yourself? Are you reading the latest books on finance and investing, or are you staying stuck in your old ways? Choice is yours. But remember, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more you can leverage that knowledge to build wealth. This brings us to another, often misunderstood aspect of wealth creation: the power of leverage. Now, leverage doesn't just mean taking on debt. In fact, Buffett himself is quite conservative with debt. But leverage can also mean leveraging your skills, your network, and your time. Think about it. What skills do you currently have that you could leverage to earn more money or create additional income streams? Maybe you have a talent for writing, public speaking, or sales. How can you leverage that talent to create more wealth? Similarly, consider your network. Who do you know that could help you on your financial journey? And more importantly, who do you need to know? Building and leveraging a powerful network can be one of the most effective ways to accelerate your path to wealth. Buffett also emphasizes the importance of integrity and reputation in business and in life. He famously said, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it." How does this apply to wealth creation? Simple. Always act with integrity, and make sure that everything you do is above board. Cutting corners might seem like an easy way to make a quick buck, but it can destroy your reputation, and with it, your ability to create long-term wealth. Ask yourself, are you making decisions today that align with your values and will build your reputation in a positive way? Or are you sacrificing your integrity for short-term gain? Remember, wealth built on a shaky foundation will eventually crumble, but wealth built on integrity will stand the test of time. Let's also talk about generosity and its surprising role in wealth creation. Warren Buffett is known for his philanthropy, having pledged to give away the vast majority of his wealth. Why would a man who has spent his life accumulating wealth give it all away? Because he understands the true value of money. It's a tool, not a measure of personal worth. Generosity has a way of coming back around. When you give, you not only make the world a better place, but you also create goodwill, build relationships, and open doors that might otherwise remain closed. Consider how you can start giving back, even in small ways. You don't have to be a billionaire to make a difference. Sometimes, just a little bit of kindness or generosity can create opportunities you never would have imagined. And finally, let's wrap up this segment with a focus on time management. Buffett is incredibly disciplined with his time, treating it as the most precious resource he has. After all, you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. How are you spending your time today? Are you investing it in activities that will bring you closer to your goals? Or are you wasting it on distractions and unproductive tasks? One of the most powerful things you can do to build wealth is to start viewing your time as your most valuable asset. Use it wisely, invest it in things that matter, and watch as your wealth grows, along with your discipline and focus. We've covered a lot of ground here, and yet there's still so much more to explore when it comes to building wealth like Warren Buffett. But let's pause for a moment and reflect on what we've learned. These principles are not just theoretical. They're actionable steps you can start implementing today. And remember, every journey starts with a single step. So what's the first step you're going to take today to move closer to your financial goals? Stick around, because in the next segment, we're going to go even deeper into the specific actions you can take to start building your own path to wealth, no matter where you're starting from. Let's dive deeper into how to apply these principles to your life. Actionable steps. One fundamental strategy Warren Buffett swears by is the concept of buying quality at a fair price. This means identifying high-quality investments and purchasing them when their prices are reasonable. But what constitutes a high-quality investment? It's a company with a strong track record, solid management, and a competitive edge in its industry. The same principle can be applied to other areas of life. For instance, If you're investing in personal development, look for high-quality educational resources or mentors who offer value for money. The goal is to be discerning and make choices that will yield long-term benefit. By following this strategy, you avoid the pitfalls of impulsive purchases and make decisions that truly enhance your wealth-building journey. Another powerful Buffett principle is the idea of patience and long-term thinking. Buffett often holds onto investments for decades, letting compound interest and market growth work their magic. This is not just about investing in stocks. It's about adopting a mindset that values long-term rewards over short-term gains. You apply this principle to your career or business, you'll find that the patience to develop skills, build relationships, and wait for opportunities to mature can lead to significant rewards. How often do we find ourselves seeking immediate results or quick fixes? Embracing long-term thinking can transform how you approach goals and investments, leading to more sustainable success. Let's also touch on risk management, a concept Buffett handles with remarkable finesse. He famously advises to never lose money and emphasizes understanding and managing risks before diving in. This doesn't mean avoiding risks altogether, but rather being prepared for them. How can you apply this to your financial strategy? Start by assessing potential risks associated with your investments and personal finance. Create contingency plans and ensure you have safeguards in place. This could mean having an emergency fund, diversifying investments cautiously, or seeking professional advice. By proactively managing risk, you can protect yourself from unexpected setbacks and ensure that your financial journey remains on track. Now, let's discuss the importance of maintaining a strong work ethic. Buffett's success didn't come from luck, from hard work and dedication. He is known for his disciplined approach and relentless focus on his goals. To emulate this, consider how you approach your own work and project. Are you putting in the necessary effort to achieve your objectives? Building wealth requires more than just smart decisions. It demands a commitment to consistently working hard and staying focused. Reflect on your daily habits and ensure they align with your long-term goals. Remember, success often comes to those who are willing to put in the hard work and stay the course. Another critical aspect is building a strong network. Warren Buffett has often highlighted the importance of surrounding oneself with talented and trustworthy individuals. Your network can provide support, open doors, and offer valuable advice. Evaluate the people in your life and consider how they contribute to your success. Are there individuals who inspire and challenge you? Are there connections you can cultivate to advance your career or financial goals? Investing in relationships and building a supportive network can significantly impact your path to wealth and success. As we wrap up, it's important to revisit the concept of learning from failures. Buffett's journey wasn't without its challenges and setbacks. The key takeaway here is that failures are not the end, but rather opportunities for growth and improvement. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and use those lessons to make better decisions moving forward. This resilient mindset will serve you well as you navigate your own path to wealth. Remember, every failure is a stepping stone to success if you approach it with the right attitude. Finally, let's discuss the role of personal values and ethics in building wealth. Buffett's approach to investing is grounded in integrity and ethical behavior. Ensure that your financial decisions align with your values and that you are conducting business honestly. This not only helps you build a good reputation, but also fosters long-term success. When you build wealth based on strong ethical principles, you create a solid foundation that supports sustainable growth and positive impact. In conclusion, building wealth like Warren Buffett isn't about following a one-size-fits-all formula. It's about applying timeless principles with discipline and patience. By focusing on high-quality investments, practicing long-term thinking, managing risks, working hard, building a strong network, learning from failures, and upholding personal values, you set yourself up for financial success. These principles are not just abstract ideas, but actionable strategies that you can implement today to start transforming your financial future. If you found these insights valuable, stay tuned for more in-depth content and practical tips on wealth building. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What strategies have you found most effective on your financial journey? Your engagement helps us tailor content that truly resonates with your needs. Thanks for watching, And remember, path to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep applying these principles and watch as your financial landscape transforms.